the Ahead of the Class Change Management Action Plan. AOTC has been undergoing a dramatic change this past school year, and we've developed a change management plan in order for them to become an independent, self-sufficient company moving forward. Ahead of the Class is a marketing and promotions company that helps local businesses connect with the student demographic at Western University, founded in November of 2011 by a group of 4 Western students. Prior to the launch of AOTC, the London nightlife industry had started to become oversaturated with a few big players running a majority of the city's weekly events. The Seeps, London's most reputable bar, had yet to be approached by a promotion team for help marketing their weekly events, and for this reason only had one successful night, Seep Saturdays. After creating a business plan, we approached the owner of Seeps, who provided us with $1,000 to kickstart our guerrilla marketing campaign. The business has developed into a company with over 50 employees and annual revenues of approximately $70,000. The total throughput of patrons has doubled since inception, from 500 to around 1,000 customers per night, and from 1 event per week to 3. Our social media presence has also grown to roughly 5,500 likes on Facebook in the past 3 years. Myself and the other 3 owners will be graduating this coming spring and leaving London. There will be a lot of change occurring for the business, as it will need to be a self-sufficient, independent business moving forward. With the owners contributing highly to the company's success, their reduced attention to the business will need to be managed. Over the past 6 months, we have been training 3 of our friends who still have 4 years left in London. At the beginning of the school year, they were following every move we made, and now as graduation gets closer, they're starting to take the reins themselves. There needs to be an action plan created for AOTC to be self-sufficient and independent moving forward, and how the new managers can deal with this change in order to make AOTC as successful as possible. There are 2 groups that will be responsible for implementing this leadership change. As the owners, we will have certain responsibilities to ensure that the new management has the tools they need to be successful. Similarly, the new management will need to follow certain steps to ensure that their team is on track and comfortable with the change. The various stakeholder groups need to follow these steps in order to be successful and reach the targets. 1. Establishing a sense of urgency. As the 4 of us owners graduate Ivy and grow AOTC beyond promotions, it was important for us to find 3 people who could fill the roles of operations, promotions, and guest list managers. These functions of the business were originally taken care of by us. However, in our absence, such functions would not be completed. This created the management role to act as our replacement. The goal of implementing new management was to ensure the business could run independently without our input and encompasses day-to-day operations, recruitment and hiring, logistics, finances, and marketing. This transition period is an ongoing process which has lasted the last 6 months. Being a perfectionist myself, my elephant made it difficult for me to take a more hands-off approach because I wanted to continue to correct mistakes and ensure optimal performance. However, the rider in me knew that it was more beneficial at this stage for them to learn from their mistakes. What I did to tweak my path was, instead of pointing out mistakes on the spot, I wrote them down and brought them with me to our weekly meetings. This extra formal feedback will increase urgency for the managers the next week to improve upon those specific items if they want to continue to be successful. It is also important that the new managers instill a sense of urgency in the lower level employees, as it will be a team effort to make up for me and my partners. They need to be aware that they will have more responsibilities, and it is also in their hands to ensure that AOTC survives this transition in management. The new management can instill this sense of urgency in employees by using examples of other promotional companies that have failed when implementing a change in leadership. This is important because the emotional element of change is the hardest to overcome and therefore the most important to connect to. 2. Forming a powerful guiding coalition. The managers need to work together to ensure the company runs smoothly. It's also important that the employees trust the managers, which is why they must make an effort to get to know each employee and build a family atmosphere in order to get buy-in from all stakeholders. This coalition will be built according to the informal networks within AOTC, where the managers will choose individuals based upon merit and their close previously existing relationships. 3. Creating a vision. It is important that the founders of AOTC create and establish the vision and relay this onto the new management. Sticking to the core vision upon which the company was founded, while we continue to innovate and build new revenue streams with eventual geographic expansion of the core business. AOTC can achieve this by maintaining current attendance numbers on a given night, while also pursuing growth in the number of clients and the number of weekly programming events, in addition to new revenue streams such as apparel and music management. 4. Communicating the vision. Management should hold a meeting with the 4 owners to establish their credibility and leadership. In this meeting, they would run through the history of where the company began, how it has developed, and where the possibilities are for the future. Holding this meeting in the format of a story will make the employees feel emotionally attached to the AOTC brand and will build on its corporate culture. This will ensure that the employees are fully invested in the company because they understand where the company started and that the adjustment to new management will be seamless. 5. Empowering others to act on the vision. Starting with Theory O, we're looking to build trust within the group. This could involve getting feedback from all the employees. For example, what do you guys think of this? Is this possible? Employees will feel like their opinions are valued and help enforce the principle of reciprocity, as employees will want to do more for their employers. Then we'll move to Theory E, using metrics compared to last year to make sure the company is still on track. We'll also be enforcing the principle of authority here so that we can show people that they really do know what they're doing, whereby quantitative metrics can be employed and enforced, such as guest list minimums and individuals' social media presence. On top of this, job shadowing as a means of training will be important. This empowers managers and is a gradual process that allows them to become more independent as time passes, shows that the owners have confidence in the new managers, and allows lower level employees to become slowly familiarized with the new management. 6. Planning for and creating short-term wins. Creating and ensuring management meets and exceeds the benchmark targets for growth will be important. When they do reach these targets, a team celebration such as a team dinner or bowling will take place, compliments of the company. 7. Consolidating improvements and producing still more change. We recommend that the new managers meet with us as owners at the beginning of every semester to discuss past achievements and how they can expand the company even more going forward. 8. Institutionalizing new approaches. Each year, the owners should reduce their hands-on leadership even more than the past so that the company can be self-guided, while management is responsible for finding their replacements to continue operations when the time comes for them to graduate. Overall, this action plan will help with this major transition by empowering the new managers to maintain and grow the AOTC empire.